Have you ever seen a tomato plant grow like this? Well, I haven't, but that doesn't mean it's not worth trying to save it. So let's do that today, right after I have welcomed you back to the Toxandria homestead, where our goal is to set up an urban homestead in the middle of the city on less than a quarter acre of dirt. Yes, you heard that correct. Not soil, but just plain dirt, and become as self-sustainable as an urban homestead can become on this very limited space. We're including everything from growing herbs, fruits and vegetables, both indoors and outdoors, as well as in a greenhouse, to breeding chickens, rabbits, worms, you name it, all for a steady egg, meat, protein and pelt supply. On top of that, we try to incorporate a biodynamic way of gardening, as well as the Korean natural farming method, but also a plain and simple compost and rainwater approach, just to find out which one of these methods will prove best in the long run. Along the way, we share everything with you: the good, the bad, the ugly, and the really ugly, so you can learn and grow together with us, and we both can reap the benefits of this adventure. So, if all of this sounds like a journey that you want to be a part of, what are you waiting for? Just hit the subscribe button and click on the bell icon, so you will be notified every time we upload a new video. Just a small note here, although our uploading schedule might not be on set times, but rather as it fits into our lives, this is real life, you see, not a pre-scripted soap opera, we do want to make up for this small inconvenience by being present for you down below in the comment section for about roughly an hour every time we publish a new vlog. We're looking forward to meeting you there, right after this video has aired. So, back to the tomato saving business. As you can see here, this tomato has decided for some reason to not develop just one main stem, as is usual the case, but instead it seems like it has several main stems. No wonder it isn't able to keep itself upright. So, first, I will need to get some support for this plant and its many stems. So let's see if we have something on hand that could soothe that need. I think we found exactly what we need right here. If the chickens will let go of it, of course. Alright, let's get 4 of these things and head back to the rescue scene. My idea is to get these 4 things into the ground and try to get as many of the branches of the plant wrapped around them, so the plant can find some stability and start growing upward again. But seeing all of these branches here, I know that I probably will have to sacrifice some of them to get this plant straightened out again. I will also have to remove a lot of small branches, as this plant has never been pruned so far, so I'll be doing that as well today. So this tomato plant is the Hartsfeuer variety, which I have introduced you in one of my previous videos, which I will gladly link to at the end of this video in case you missed it. So this variety I have a little experience with, as I have also grown it last year, and I wish I could say that I didn't have too many issues with it last year, but I did, especially at the beginning of the growing season, and well, mostly, if not all, out of pure neglect on my side, I must admit that. But after I had cleared up the tomato jungle that had evolved from this utter neglect, I had a very decent harvest for quite a length of time. So if you haven't seen that tomato turmoil video, I will link it at the end of this one, so it will be easy for you to catch up on that as well. So, thinking about it, the only difference in my tomato planting between last year and this year is that this year I have tilted the soil, something I hadn't done last year. And then there's also obviously the weather conditions, which are so very different this year from last year. But I know that that is the case for many of you out there all over the world. And it's something we as gardeners cannot change. We can only try to have a decent and adequate and well thought out response to what's happening on this planet right now. Although that's easier said than done, just speaking from experience here. But we have to keep our spirits up and be grateful for every little bite of food that we get from our garden. And be proud of ourselves as well. Because in spite of these overwhelmingly adverse conditions that sometimes seem to multiply by the hour, our creativity always seems to come up with one way or another to make it work. Maybe not all of it, but some of it. And you know what? That bit that does work out, that just might be all that is needed. After all, in gardening, as in life, there are no failures, just lessons to be learned.